Howdy y'all, my name's Scott. I'm the author of Rivet Stone, and I may be just some author, but let me tell you, here's a quick tip for all the beginners out there, and me, that it's really easy for us to stumble upon these just ly words, like you're quickly, you're quietly, you're slowly. I don't know, there's a lot out there. And why it's so easy is because it's like, hey, listen, I got a character, he's going to the door, he quickly walks to the door. And is there anything inherently wrong with that? No, and to be fair, there's not too many things that are inherently wrong, unless, well, you know the one. But when we're trying to form and create a visual sort of representation of our character's actions for the reader, falling into the sort of quickly and slowly trend, it really has two things that can kind of diminish someone's writing. One is that if you're using quickly all the time, like he quickly closed the door, he quickly walked over here, he quickly said, you get the just general of, okay, now they're like, he just keeps saying quickly, like it's on every page, and people are going to start to notice, and that's going to diminish the quality of your writing. If you're constantly saying and describing things in the same way, then there's probably a better way and a more succinct way of actually explaining what's going on in your scene, which goes into point two, is that the word of like quickly walked, right? Like, I mean, to be fair, yes, yeah, quickly walked. Okay, hey, I'm reading this. I know what quickly walked is. He's walking over there quickly. Like, it does do an adequate job of describing what's actually going on, but there's so much other opportunity to add slightly bit of nuance or different sort of characterizations to how, different characters could walk over to any door. There's a big difference between he dashed over to the door, like that kind of implies like a sudden urge or maybe even a bit of athleticism. If he said he hurried to the door, well, that already kind of paints like a slightly different, like almost like if you're like got a handful, you're shimmying over there, like, he quickly rushed to the door, like maybe that kind of implies even more urgency, like something is going on. Like there's so many different, and what's nice is that you don't have to bust out the thesaurus for this. We'll get to that. A lot of just these plain, very visually rich, nuanced terms that you can use, and of course this is just for like running. I mean, obviously you can describe a lot of things, like he slammed the door, the door creaked up. Like there's, right now we're just kind of doing this in the context of movement, but there's a lot of different examples and a lot of different contexts and actions that you can apply this same principle. So don't be afraid to kill the ly and look to see if maybe there's just a better word out there, and maybe one that'll just make you sound cooler, like low-key. Like maybe that's just the best idea. But anyway, hopefully that helped. Leave a like, leave a thumb, and let's get published.